It's the kind of content control of information that the government should just not be engaged in. We allow certain limitations on who the government can let into its briefings for various security reasons and all, but that doesn't give them complete control over a journalist's content. I would think anyone who's objecting to this and refusing to comply is basically saying we can't be independent journalists if we agree to a condition like this. It's an agreement to say we'll only accept our news from an official source, and no good journalist would do that. It's the problem when you think about going to court too, because right now there is no law saying that reporters have to have access to the Pentagon. So the Pentagon could say, okay, we'll credential nobody and answer nobody's questions. And there's no necessarily no legal obligation to do that. So, once they're giving out information, if they only give it out to certain people who agree with them, then that becomes a viewpoint-based distinction that would be improper under the law. So, yeah, we'll have to play it out. It might really surprise the administration if this turned out to be the perfect case to go to court to say, yes, the people do have a fundamental right to government information, and so should be allowed to hear what's going on at the Pentagon while also getting independent verification from others about what's happening in the Pentagon. It really could turn out to be a landmark case, and I think that would surprise them. Well, it's important because it shows you that they believe they cannot present themselves to the public as independent journalists if they go ahead with an agreement like this, because it would be an admission of signing something saying we won't report what the government doesn't want us to. So it's very troubling, and you could see how they feel their reputations would be compromised and it would break their trust with their viewers. I think we're probably going to see more things like this, but it's the kind of problem you thought was, addressed around the World War II era when everybody wanted to control government information, and yet the truth managed to still get out. So it's just surprising we have to go back to these days of saying the government thinks it can control what you report about the government.